All right, all right. Today we are going to talk about fasting versus starving, and do you know the difference? Today, Dr. Lentine and I will dispel any myths about starving. We'll discuss the difference between the two, as well as our secret to simplifying fasting, and finally, the many benefits, including shedding those COVID pounds. We'll also reveal why we love fasting so much. So for those of you who stay on the line with us till the end, you will not only learn how to be more energized, gain mental clarity, and lose weight, but we have something amazing for those of you who take action. With us today, I have the pleasure of being with Dr. Nancy Lentine, a medical expert in integrative and functional medicine. Doc?
Thank you, Bernice. For those who don't know me, I have helped over 5,000 patients get back to health and love every minute of it. In addition to my private practice, I am co-founder with the awesome Bernice Donato, my partner in crime, who is a transition certified coach to Origin Wellness.
Hi, everyone. Being a coach, I work with our clients to identify their challenges and help them create a plan to give them a happier and healthier lifestyle. Before we begin, whether you're watching this live or not, Dr. Lentine and I would like to invite you to take advantage of the comment section below. While we're talking, be sure to pop your questions in the comment section below, and we'll get to it as soon as we can. And we'll address them in the order that they come in, and as soon as we can. Okay, Dr. Lentine, I'm so excited to talk about fasting today. So why don't we just get started? Tell everybody what it means to fast.
Well, there's different types of fasting, Bernice. There's fasting where you're abstaining from food and beverage. And then there's biological fasting, which means that you don't consume the foods that trigger certain inflammatory responses. And this biological fasting can be very healing. And sometimes patients even lose weight.
How great is that? I'm just curious, if anyone in the audience has tried fasting. If you have, please type yes in the section below just to let us know. Doc, can you tell us a little bit about the history of fasting, how long fasting has been around, and what some of the benefits that someone can expect from doing a fast?
Wow, Bernice, fasting's been around for a long, long time. In ancient literature, they've talked about fasting, and many cultures today still fast.
Mm-hmm.
Fasting helps support metabolic health, it helps clean out old cells, and it promotes longevity.
Well, there are a few ways to fast. Can you talk to the audience about a few of them?
Absolutely. Well, there's intermittent fasting, which basically means it can be time restricted, where you're eating 8 hours out of a 24-hour day. So you're eating 8 hours and fasting for 6, or you can fast for 12 hours and eat for 12 hours. Or you can do based on days, where you're doing 2 days of fasting and 5 days of healthy eating. Or some fasting programs, you alternate, where you're fasting one day, not fasting the next, fasting one day, not fasting the next. There's also a prolonged fast, where it can be anywhere from 15 to 50 days of fasting. But that really needs to be under a doctor's supervision. And you really have to be in a controlled environment, such as like a clinic, where they're monitoring your electrolytes and your protein levels and your blood pressure and your sugar levels. That can be dangerous to some. In fact, I had a patient come in years ago who did a prolonged fast, and she was in congestive heart failure. So it can be very dangerous.
Wow, sounds very dangerous.
Yeah. She had done a water and lemon fast. There's also a very low calorie diet, where some people consider that fasting. Then there's a fasting mimicking diet, where you trick your body almost into thinking that it's fasting, but it does all the healing benefits that a true fast does. But you know what, Bernice, you got to be careful. Some of these fasting programs, our body first is going to lose water. Then it's going to lose muscle. So some of these programs, a lot of times you lose muscle, nutrients, and it can even increase your risk for gallbladder disease.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like if you don't do it carefully, it can really be an issue. So if anyone has tried any of the methods that Dr. Lentine has just talked about, let us know by commenting yes or no in the section below. If you have, tell us which one you've done. I know you love Prolon in particular because they've made fasting simple. Why don't you tell our friends why Prolon is your own personal favorite?
Absolutely. Prolong is a fasting mimicking diet type program. And it's the only one that you're fasting with food. So there's no starving here. It was first developed by at the University of Southern California and has over 30 years of research behind it, which I love. The National Institute of Health donated over $36 million in research in this program, and they never give money. So for them to approve it, I'm in.
Yeah.
Being a practitioner, I need data. I need the research. Patients are always coming to me, oh, have you heard about this nutrient or this supplement or this diet program? I want to try it. And I always, my next question is, where's the research? Where's the data behind this? Everything you read isn't true on the internet. So you have to really, really research and see what's going on, and even what's published. You have to, in a critique way, look at what's being published and if it was a true study. With Prolong, it was after years and years of research, just coming up with the right mix of carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, that they came up with a program that you didn't lose muscle. And that was an amazing, amazing breakthrough. So as you know, Bernice, when we lose weight, we lose muscle. And we lose water first, right? And then a lot of times we lose muscle. That's why at in the Origin Wellness Center, we do an in-body that looks at body composition analysis to make sure our patients aren't losing muscle.